Please silence any and all electronics that can make noise during the performance. Audio and video recording is strictly prohibited. Enjoy the show.
It's good to see me, isn't it? Oh. You want to know what I'm doing? Just give me a second. Desk. Oh, sorry. It needs to warm up. Bring me to my desk.
So, based on that title and the intro, you might think I'm just recording Wicked where I play every character. Well, I guess that is kind of partially true. I am voicing all the characters, and I am making the entire production. This is a solo-led project. But their faces, they're not going to be me. Maybe I should introduce the stars of the show. Meet Johnny's childhood toys. They can't stand up on their own, don't have any hair, and are at least 20 years old.
It's 19.
Bitch! Oh, that was abrupt. This has been a project I've been working on since I was 8 years old. Now I am 15. This project has almost spanned half my life. If you don't understand, I'm making a stop-motion film recreating Wicked with my childhood dolls. Isn't that exciting? Oh. You're here too. Okay. Anyway, basically, I've been working on this project since I was 8, hence why it's kind of like a childhood toy thing. The reason I started this is because when I was 8 years old, I fell in love with the soundtrack for Wicked. So much so that I own a behemoth amount of pressings on vinyl. If you want to see my whole collection, you can go to my Ranking My Records video. I go in depth to all the vinyls in my collection. Anyway, I became obsessed with the album, and then I saw it on Broadway. So no, this isn't just because of the movie. I did not start this because of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, though I will be honest, they did kind of reignite this dream-ish. It's kind of just like a passion project that I think would be really fun to test my skills and see, all that I can do. I won't be actually making anything new in this video. Those will come with future parts. I'm basically just going to be telling you everything I've done so far. Believe it or not, in 7 years, I've accomplished a lot, but it's also not that much. So maybe every couple of months I'll update you and be like, hey, I got this song done, or hey, I did this. A very major reason why this project has taken so long is because I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I should make these dolls movable. I mean, it's a rag doll. That was mentioned in their little infomercial. It's hard to get them to move and stay if I'm doing something like stop motion, which is also a very tedious process. So maybe at the end of this, I'll have 1 or 2 songs to show for it. Maybe I'll have an entire show. I feel like this was such a big undertaking. I should maybe share some of it as to not just be a waste of time. I started this project with cardboard and tape. Lots and lots and lots of tape, at least 10 rolls, just for this. So I'm gonna show you what I made.
The camera is very shaky. It will stop shaking. I do apologize for the immediate drop off in video and audio quality. You're meeting me here on the floor to go through all of these boxes and bins and gadgets and tins. Let's just dive right in. So this first thing, over the years I've collected a lot of little things that I found that are doll proportional sized. So this little book that I got from Michael's will be the one for No Good Deeds. We're just gonna start off by just going through some little props that I have. I thought it would be funny if I made a mini orchestra and you see them playing these mini instruments. I just thought that would be really funny. So I have these box of all these mini instruments that are ornaments that usually go on the Christmas tree, but I have confiscated and have been in my grasp for years at this point. I also have this. Why? I don't know. This is going to be the chalkboard for Dr. Dillamond's classroom. It needs to be repainted. We have these mini chairs, which I believe I found at Michael's. These are going to be used in whichever way I can use them. I think these will work quite nicely. These, on the other hand, maybe not. These are little folding chairs. What the heck? How do you work this? The doll can sit and lounge. Not the best example because she's wearing this big old costume, which I will get into in a second. The big item in here that is very cool, this bench will be perfect for the train stop, for I'm Not That Girl. It's the perfect size, and I believe this was found at a thrift store for $5. That should be all I have for bought props. Now we get into some homemade props. You probably know Wicked if you're watching this. There's a character named Nessa Rose who has a wheelchair. This is a knockoff American Girl doll, our generation wheelchair that I added these cool, like these are cardboard. I made these with clay and cardboard, and they slide off pretty easily for you to be able to make her shiz wheelchair. Oh, these are her bougie wheels as well. She becomes the ruler of Munchkin Land. She starts off with this chair, which was also homemade, just a little rinky-dink cardboard. I don't really know where this came from. Elphaba never uses a cauldron, but maybe she will. Maybe she will. Is the wizard head. I designed this to look like the stage show because honestly, the one from the movie, it's not my favorite. I might insert some wire to make it stay more solid and movable, but as you can see, there's a lot of paint work that needs to be done, some smoothing out. Next, we're gonna get into the costumes, which are all in the shoebox. I am not the best at sewing. I have some costumes made. I actually have quite a bit. They're honestly not the best, and you can even see what's inside the bag. The stitching isn't great. The overall quality of these pieces aren't great. Now the ones that are, actually spent my own hard-earned cash on little American Girl doll shirts on Etsy because they fit pretty well. But I will say, because these dolls are not the same size as American Girl dolls, they're actually like 4 inches shorter. Pants, not even close. Have to order American Girl doll shorts to make that process work. Yeah, it's just like, it's not great stitching. Didn't want to learn how to use a sewing machine. So I hand stitched all this stuff with like skills I learned from my home ec class. Like outfits like the wizard, really cute shirt, really cute pants. My homemade outfits are gonna look kind of like, there are some outfits that I honestly might have to like just kind of fully scrap. A lot of the shiz outfits were kind of hastily put together because, believe it or not, many times I did not want this project to take as long as it has. But it just has, because it's a huge undertaking to try to make a musical at home with affordable materials. It's just a lot. And like, this is just a pearl necklace, and obviously Madame Morrible has a very exquisite large wardrobe. Now, a character that I rarely made outfits for was Glinda, because as you can see, this is going to be her shiz outfit. I couldn't make this since I can't really sew cardboard. That is a solid piece, and the stitching just, it doesn't look good. This was originally supposed to be Glinda's No One Wears the Wicked dress, but as you can see, she has quite a different one. This one I made, and I made it in the last year, so this is a recent development. There's a lot of rhinestoning. I tried to combine this from the original and the bodice from the new one. I'm mainly going for the Broadway show here. I'm just incorporating elements of the movies, because if I did the movies, recreated the movies, I would have an extra 2 hours of runtime. I don't even know if I'll make it through the first 2. This is how I made my own attachments. I found these buttons that I hot glued in that you can just attach and unattach. She's wearing a leotard right now because these dolls are very shapeless. So I had this little like dolly leotard that I use safety pins and I tightened, so she's very compact. Now, kind of sticking in the same outfit vein, we have materials. This is my bag of fabric. I don't really know how measuring fabric works, so I ordered like triple the amount of material I needed for everything. So there's a lot to work with here. I have this bag of colored zippers. There's just a very wide variety of zippers here. This was only like 10 bucks on Amazon. Kind of sticking in that lane for just a second longer, the wigs. Now, maybe the only usable wig as of right now is this wig I found at Goodwill. I need to figure out how to stick these wigs to their head, so I was thinking I would use a rubber band, hot glue magnets around it, hot glue magnets inside the wig so the magnets stick. This was actually my first attempt at making a wig when I was like 8. Horrible. And there's Elphaba's brown wig, which I won't take out because these wigs get ratty fast. And then just in terms of raw materials, I have this leather making kit, which I got for my birthday like a year or 2 ago, which I'm going to utilize this to make little shoes. I have these feathers to dye for Madame Morrible. There's a lot of cotton in here. I will get into a second how I'm planning to get these dolls to stand. Have I made that actually happen? No. I have some of these decorative ribbons. I have some bloomers with a shit stain, the straw that you saw in Nessa's wheelchair, some other leather, some more straw. Another thing that I did buy is this little Tin Man. Now this Tin Man is actually the same brand, but it's just so small. I'll have to digitally make it bigger. A lot of this is gonna have to be digital because I don't have very many dolls to work with. I have only like 3 or 4. There will have to be a lot of digital replication to make it seem like a full scene and make like all of these characters come to life and have a grand, vast ensemble. That's just not attainable with the little actual amount I have, and I'm not about to buy
tens more dolls.
I have these clear like sheets that make the light a different color. Super, super helpful for when I want the spotlight to be pink or green. Besides for like this little Sephora brush I bought for the broom that's like Wicked themed. That is kind of all that is in here. Like that's basically all I've made and all the progress I have so far on this, let's face it, very delusional production. I'll just talk about my plan for kind of making these dolls stand. I'm gonna have a base. Oh, I forgot to show you the most important part. I painted this doll to be green, and I have this outfit that my mom made for me when I was 8. I made this hat designed after the movie. She looks great. This is honestly probably like the best part of the project I have so far. But anyway, back to how they're gonna stand up. This pole is gonna run through their back and then they're gonna be strapped to it. But you can see this is the little hoop skirt. This is what I'm talking about when I say the leotard. So this hoop skirt is made of a little piece of elastic and ribbon and then this curved wire. So for these dolls, as you can see, I gave them more of a figure. This pole is gonna run up and down their back and they're gonna have, I'm gonna make more of these. I didn't make this, but I feel like I could. And they're gonna attach to the back here via magnet. And then their arms on this little structured thing, there's gonna be wires that have a little rubber band at the end to adjust and stick. So basically, once I do that, I can move them posably. Their heads turning won't be able to happen, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know how popular this video is gonna be because it is a very random concept. And I do have the stage. It's kind of 2 big pieces. I'm planning on adding a whole wooden structure and some curtains. I have some parts of the dragon done. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, just kind of me showing off my things. Thank you for watching. If I make another part for this, I hope you tune in. If I don't, just know this is very